Welcome back, everyone, to the stream. Today, we're gonna have Bosco Tech facing off against Vlorant. Very exciting day-to-day games starting very shortly. So I'm Jose Niguez here with my co-announcer Luis Camacho here. So we're here on this wonderful Friday. Bosco Tech's played a numerous amount of games in this entire esports, and their Valorant team's played two games already this week. Sadly, both of those were both losses. But Luis, want to talk me through how those games went for Bosco?
First of all, thanks for having me here, Jose.
Yeah.
It's always a pleasure to commentate beside you. But
Mike. Oh, just some just a little bit of technical difficulty here with Luis's mic. I'm gonna cut him off here. He's now muted. He can't speak. You know sign language, Luis? You know sign language? Can you sign your words to anybody in the audience here? But like I was saying before, Boston Tech two losses this week, and hoping that maybe. Well, Luis,
hey, is
we
everything
can
good?
we can hear him.
Perfect.
We can hear him. So Luis, back to
So,
your saying. Back to your saying. Back to
before-
the original question. Yeah.
Before I was cut off, first of all, thanks for having me here, Jose. It's always a pleasure to commentate besides you. So, this Wednesday, Bosco played Herman High School. It was an incredible game, a very, very tight matchup, starting great for Bosco Tech, but Herman got the advantage by advancing and adjusting to Bosco Tech's aggressive strategy. Especially a standout for me in the game was Pinocchio, who did a collateral and was basically carrying Herman, killing the entire Bosco team by himself.
Yeah. Pinocchio was running Ohm in that game, really just working all the corners and corridors with his headshots and his snipers. Was a big influence on Bosco, and Bosco just couldn't seem to hold him down. And they're just trying to compete for qualifiers here. And the top 8 out of 100 schools make qualifiers, and Bosco already starting off with 2 losses. It's not looking good. They really need to bring this one back, right?
I agree. If Bosco wants to classify, they must win today's matchup.
Yeah.
Especially if they want to win the tournament. It's a very important match today for Bosco.
Yeah. Luckily for them, they've kept their games that they've lost pretty close. Not really any blowouts by any means. So that also plays a big influence on if they can just sneak in maybe into that 8th spot or 7th spot and end up getting into the qualifiers. But keys to the game today for Bosco. What do you think they need to emphasis on? What do they not need to do?
Well, honestly, I believe that Bosco needs to improve its defense strategy. Like, they're incredible at going offensively, like what was demonstrated on Wednesday. They dominated those first few rounds, but honestly, Bosco needs to have a better defense, especially when it comes to different levels of altitude. Like for example, Harrington High School managed the high ground perfectly,
Yeah.
and Bosco Tech couldn't do anything about it. So I think maybe if Captain Mayer can develop a good counter strategy that he can coordinate amongst the team, it would be incredible. It would give Bosco Tech an advantage that Harrington had on Wednesday.
Yeah, map and map knowledge play a big importance in this game, and for Boston Tech alone, just the knowledge of the map and your understanding of the map and how it works, it can play a big influence on how the game goes.
Totally.
Last map on Wednesday was split, and like you were saying, just Harriman High School was just controlling all the heavens and the high ground, and knowing exactly where to set up and anticipate Bosco's move, and just Bosco needs to get into a map of maybe their formality more familiar with, and of course, start off as attacker and stay consistent. Yeah.
Of course, consistency is a factor that can actually alter matches because a team that can start off good, if they lose that consistency rate of constant wins, they can always get clutched by. Like, for example, in the tournament we had a couple of days ago, Cathedral, a very big team that had a lot of wins by a big amount of rounds, started off by losing quite significantly against other schools. But because those other schools couldn't hold up the pace and consistency of their win rate, Cathedral managed to take the advantage in the later games.
Yeah, talking about the Bosco Tech LAN tournament that happened around 2 weeks ago on the Saturday. Bosco did win that coming out of the losers bracket, losing to Cathedral in one of the earlier rounds and
I
dragging.
believe it was semifinal for winners bracket.
It was a
Correct?
semi. Yes, I think that's true. It was a semifinals for the winners bracket, and they lost, but they were able to drag themselves out of the losers bracket and end up beating Cathedral in three rounds. So
Agree. And in very tense matchup, I believe it was incredible to watch. A best out of three, and overall a great game and an incredible performance by both schools.
Just got a message here. So Bosco Tech's gonna end up gonna end up facing
Odia Irish High School from Oda.
Odea.
Sorry, Chad. We're still we're kind of figuring out the pronunciation here.
Odea Irish School out of Seattle, Oregon, and it's not Seattle, Oregon. Washington.
A little technical difficulties here, Chad.
Yeah. Seattle, Washington.
We're a little traumatized for an A-push test. We're
Yeah.
sorry. So,
Yes.
So
I mean, it's Friday. We're all a little tired here today.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm especially tired. A lot of tests this week, but Seattle, Washington.
yeah.
Bosco Tech, hoping for a strong start today. We're talking about the LAN tournament. Bosco Tech was able to be persistent and overcome all the challenges they faced during that tournament. Just hoping for another. Bosco Tech, it's absolutely a must-win today. That's what I would say, right? So we'll start loading into the match here, but. Final thoughts for Bosco before they enter in the round.
Well, actually wanted to ask a question, Jose. What do you think of our team so far? How do you feel them so far?
I mean, great question. The LAN tournament that Bosco won was a very strong start there for Bosco. I had a lot of high hopes for them. It showed what they could accomplish and what they could do well. This past week kind of maybe brought down their hopes a little bit. Morale might be a little low there, but I mean. New day, new game, new round, right? It can always change. So
I agree.
things can always change. So Bosco, very fresh. Just got to forget about it and forget about the entire past week and just come into this like a new game and do their best, right?
I agree. It's a young team. It's still learning its way. But I think that youth gives it a great power to actually improve on. It's something that Bosco Tech has demonstrated from past games. Even though their hopes may be down, is that Bosco spirit of brotherhood that always gets them up and always makes them learn from their mistakes. So I believe that, like it was mentioned at the end of Wednesday's stream, as Captain Mayer was here at the booth, he actually mentioned that he was going to talk to the team to get those hopes high up and to plan for their weaknesses so that they can improve on those weaknesses to make them strengths.
Yeah, I mean, great points there, Luis. So, Bosco Tech, the map has been selected. It's going to be Sunset. Whole new map for Bosco Tech here. Again, map knowledge is key. Understanding the map and knowing the map. So Bosco Tech just got to take advantage of this and understand their attackers. And the early rounds are going to see a little bit of learning from both teams, just kind of trying to take strategy, understanding each other, figuring out the strategy of their own and how they should play. So it'll be very exciting to see.
Yeah. But we'll see if Oda has actually some knowledge of this new map, or are they going into the dark with Adeline?
Yeah. So, obviously, Bosco Tech coming in here today, be strong. So top 3 words today for Bosco Tech should be consistency, perseverance,
And teamwork.
Teamwork is especially key in Vlorant, and overall in anything you do, teamwork is important, right?
Yeah, totally. You cannot win in life in general if you don't know how to work with other people in jobs, and also here at Valorant, which is a team-based shooter.
Yeah.
So we'll see how things go, and we hope that Bosco team can get the win today so that they can qualify.
Yeah. I know communication for Bosco Tech is important. Been a little lacking, especially saw last game where understanding their where the enemy is and just be better communication-wise with each other.
Yeah.
And I would like to mention, like last game, a lot of the positioning by Bosco Tech was a little underwhelming, and they made a couple mistakes there with positioning, especially setting down the spike. They were kind of grouping up a little bit, which gave them opportunity for them to get picked off one by one.
Exactly. Like they're very on top of each other. I think that's a way to put it.
Yeah.
And that actually gives opportunities, like for example, as we saw with Pinocchio, to pull off a collateral kill. So that is something that they need to learn. They need to separate, but not in a way to be very split off, that they can get picked up one by one, but in a way that is strategic, and that they can help it out for positioning, and also to get the most important thing, the W.
Yeah, so the strength in numbers is good, but in moderation, right?
Yeah.
You just gotta understand, so...
you gotta find that balance, right?
Yeah, I gotta find the balance between both, but map reliance too on how it should work, so... we're gonna come back to you once we start, so... that's gonna be for the little pregame here. We'll come back to you once we got gameplay. We'll be back. Welcome back, everyone, to the Vlorant stream. Everyone is in, and we are ready for a match. Bosco Tech versus Irish. Right now.
Yep. This looks to be a tough game by Bosco Tech. Let's hope they can learn from the mistakes from the Harrington game. I'm sorry. So, let's see. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, so we're going to cut back the gameplay here. So the map's going to be Sunset today, and I would like to make note of a change. Tristan, one of Bosco's regular players, is not going to be playing today. Instead, it's going to be Lemon taking his position today. Hopefully, he can live up to the name for Tristan. Hopefully, he can play just as well as him, right? And help his team out. It is a team game. It's a very team-oriented, teamwork game. So everyone needs to be.
Everyone needs to be committed, especially now with our replacing member for Tristan. For now, Lemon. What I've heard about the guy, he's great. He's good at the game. He knows his plays. So let's hope he can use that knowledge and apply it to the test to get Bosco Tech that W.
Bosco Tech playing defense first. And, like we said before, Bosco Tech's better at attacking a little bit more, but maybe starting off with the defense and then in the later rounds going to attacking would be better for them, honestly. Yeah. So counting down, locking into Sunset.
Here we go, Jose.
Yeah, here we go. Like we just said, Lemon. Bottom left, he's subbing. He's gonna be playing today in place of Tristan.
Subbing for a Tristan boy.
Yes.
Okay, so we're gonna jump it into buy phase.
Well, starts off with pistol round, right?
Yep.
But why don't you tell us something about the map Sunset?
Well, Sunset appears to be a very corner-based map. It has a lot of corners, so I think pre-firing and also peeking is gonna be something very crucial in this map. Something that Bosco Tech does have a good knowledge of, but they could still improve on it.
Yeah, on Wednesday, Bosco Tech was playing on Split, a very much larger map in comparison to Sunset. A little tighter, more smaller cornered map, and better for rotations. Honestly, you can get to places faster, get from A site to B site to very fast in comparison to Split. So
yeah. Sunset is it has a lot of, let's just say, shorted corridors that can be very tight.
Yeah.
So I believe that something that needs to be fixed is that reaction time, right? Although our Bosco team players have a good reaction time in the game on Wednesday, sometimes they didn't react as quickly as required, and the enemy team used those milliseconds to their advantage to get the W.
Yeah. It's just about, we saw like last game, just looking away for like 1 second, just a millisecond, and boom, enemy out of nowhere just hits you in the head, you're down, and it's over for you. So just checking those corners, making sure no one's there is essential.
Yeah, we're up, folks. Buy phase just started.
Here. So it looks like, let's see how Bosco's position is going to work here. Of course, Bosco's on the defense today, and Irish, straight out of Washington, is on the attack phase.
No pressure, Jose, but remember, this is a very important game to Bosco. They need to win if they want to classify.
If they want to get into Quals, yeah, they lost the past 2 games on Monday and on Wednesday. Top 8 make it in, and when you lose your first 2 games, it gets even harder to make it into those qualifiers, right? So got to play a lot of catch up here, and very central here on this Friday to Bosco take that dub. Countdown 3 seconds to the first round.
And we're up, folks.
Bosco kind of doing a little splitting method here. Some of them at B, one in middle, and that's what the already. One quick down, and looks like Irish saving no time, just pushing up middle.
Yeah, it looks like Irish is rushing all together, right? From the perspective we got to see, it looks like the
already another kill. Simp with the kill there today. Macha holding the corner here.
Good. Oh, headshot.
Nice shot there. Way to read it. Simp and Macha right next to each other, holding that corner. Another kill by Simp. He knows an enemy there.
Holding the corner perfectly. Holding the enemy at bay but also at a safe distance.
Yeah, coming down to a 2v2 here already, and it looks like one of the Irish players is going to find the spike here at B. From the right side.
One enemy remaining.
Spike has been planted.
Spike planted.
But there's a 1v1 now, so now Lemon just got to think about that spike too, and in preparation for killing that player. Ooh. Trading shots. Lemon got nothing on him, even though he was strafing from side to side, and Irish is going to take the first round very quickly.
Very quickly. It looks to me that Irish has a very aggressive playstyle.
Already within the first like couple seconds, they just pushed up middle with the bulk of their forces. Took Bosco by surprise there.
Yeah, but could Bosco take adjust to that aggressive playstyle?
I mean, we can see already they're adjusting, holding bulk of their forces middle here. I mean, sunset, so the middle is a very important spot here on this map. It can lead you to both sides, A and B. So, yeah, count down the last 3 seconds here.
Yep.
And it's just about trying to anticipate, right? Bosco's trying to anticipate where Irish is going to go, and Irish is trying to anticipate where Bosco's going to set up, right?
Totally. But now, the important thing is that Bosco is at disadvantage. Because Hurricane has the better weapons. And oh, what a kill!
Lemon goes down already within the first fighting in mid.
Oh, Bosco then wins the 4v2!
Already, out of nowhere, just a 3 kills. Very quickly, very
good change of pace by Bosco, but Irish gets the kill, kind of evening the odds.
Yeah, 3v2 here, and looks like Irish is going to retreat back to them near the spawn, and Bosco's going to push up here a little middle, and they have B pretty much open. Turret set up at B for Irish, so that's we got to take account for that.
Yeah,
they're just playing passively, and Bosco can afford to play passively because the spike's right there. The spike's right in front of them. They need the spike.
Especially after that aggressive exchange it just had. Both teams lost very crucial, very important players, but the one most affected by it was Irish.
Yeah, because the spike carrier drops, now Bosco can just hold out.
Headshot!
Back to back.
Tech!
0 with the little 2 kills there to end off the round, and we're all even.
Yeah.
So.
It looks to be that Bosco adjusted perfectly to Irish's more aggressive strategy. Let's see if they can have that consistency we talked about earlier.
Yeah, Bosco anticipated they were going to go middle again. It worked last time and put up all the bulk of their forces middle, and they end up winning that round just based upon just holding out and anticipating where their enemy is going to go, and worked out. Bosco now switching it up, going to split here. 1 middle, 2A, 2B, classic here, and looks like Irish not changing up anything. Most of them, 4 of them, are going to head up middle with another flank with one of Irish's players near A.
Great. Team seems respected right here, changing to 0. It looks to be that both teams are taking a more casual approach, not being as aggressive, but could that change?
Yeah.
We're seeing, but it looks to be that both teams are a little settled down. They want to keep calm after that aggressive exchange that gave Bosco Tech the round. Maybe Irish is rethinking their strategy? What do you think, Jose?
I mean, as you see, they're not immediately pushing middle. They're more checking everything to make sure Bosco isn't there. So that's very good and very important. It looks like already one kind of push off the mid. Bosco kind of playing in the backfield a little bit, maybe anticipating, waiting for something to happen so they can just come in. I mean, and just that quarter that they're on there for sunset. You can reach anywhere. It's a pretty small map. Rotations are important. Simp with a little kill there off the guy off to the side. And there is one from Irish at A. Maybe he'll get picked off by 2 Bosco's members kind of covering A there.
Yep.
Moving down to already down to the last 35 seconds. And not too much, only 1 kill by Bosco.
And the action, but could that change as 0 gets the kill on Bird?
30 seconds left.
30 seconds. And Irish has got to start doing something here if they want to win.
Oh, but Zip with the kill.
Enemy remaining.
Matcha with the kill
Spike
too.
down B.
And Irish gets 1 kill in a 4v1 situation favoring Bosco.
Bosco just got to play a little timid here. The spike is down, so that will help Bosco. They can just wait out the round here. Honestly, they don't even need to get the kill unless they want some extra points.
Especially with 5 seconds on the clock.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, Trey gets another kill there.
Just need to wait. Oh, defenders win.
Even before the kill, the time already expired, but they ended up getting that little last kill there. So Bosco, 2-1, takes that round, playing a little casual. Irish and Bosco both playing a little casual. And, I mean, Bosco, they're defending. They can afford to play casual here. I mean, Irish, I think, just got to tighten it up and find that middle ground, right, of being aggressive and casual. They've been mostly keeping their forces together, not really splitting up, just usually maybe 4 of push middle, and then one of them stays near one of the spots of B or A. And so far, it's only worked out really once this round, and that was in the first round.
Yeah, it looks to be that Bosco Tech is utilizing the advantage that comes to being the defensive team. That is that you need to have the enemy team come to you. This gives a very advantage, especially for pre-planning and pre-firing, as you have the advantage that you are the one that needs to anticipate or has an advantage at anticipating, because you already know that your opponent is going towards you.
Yeah, so, I mean, it comes with the perks of being defense and very quiet start, just like last round. Just Irish kind of holding out B, anticipating something there. And
maybe a flank, possibly?
Yeah, maybe looking for a flank in already. And here comes the fireworks. Simp with the kill on
Spike
Trey.
down B.
Spike is down. That's good for Bosco there. Spike just might get picked up here as Irish putting on a full push to B.
Spike has been recovered and is being planted.
Just using that
Spike
wall
planted.
to just
What
cover.
was that, dude?
Using that wall just to cover.
Oh, good corner check.
One enemy
Simp is
remaining.
down.
But it looks to be a 5v1 situation.
There it is.
Matcha is defusing, and the round goes to Bosco Tech.
Very good round for Bosco there.
Flawless.
Even though they had a little push from Irish, they ended up staying in the ground and not really getting defied by any of the abilities that have been used by Irish to try to help them out in planting on B. And they end up getting the plant, but Bosco Tech ends up winning that with getting
BYB fam,
all the kills,
going
right?
to Astro to do them Astro Guardian things I
on
do.
Bosco Tech, and it looks that they are learning from the past
Right there.
experiences from the game on Wednesday. Now they're actually utilizing counterattacks to win the rounds.
Looks like it might be a
That's
save
correct.
round here for Irish trying to reconvene, maybe just save up their weapons here and just figure out new mentality and new attack, right?
Yeah, it's still a very early phase to the rounds, to the match. Excuse me. We'll see how this develops. Maybe Irish can pick up a good amount of rounds.
I mean, still a lot of rounds left to be played,
Yeah.
so very strong start from Bosco though on the
Totally.
defensive end.
But will they keep up the pace?
Good.
It also appears to be a slow start, but quite tense as Hsel gets the kill.
Firing into mid by Simp.
Simp has been very active this game. Jose.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, he's been really pulling his weight and really using the most of his agent there and most of his abilities to really counter the Irish attack.
Oh, headshot by Simp!
One enemy
Simp
remaining.
almost with another kill on
Spike
there,
down,
but
mid.
leads it up to a 3v1 and Spike's down there to help out Bosco.
Defenders win.
Arrow with the ending kill there, and Bosco in the driver's seat already 4-1. In the first 5 rounds moving
I
into the Civ.
reckon morale's gonna be pretty low over
Looks like
there.
that we might see a very early timeout by Irish. As
They might call timeout here. Maybe if they lose this round, I would be expecting a timeout.
Yeah.
But as we can see, look at the scoreboard here. Simp has 8 kills already. Zero has 7. Arrow has 4. And the whole team's really pulling their way for Bosco. Along with Irish, they haven't
Yeah.
really been lacking. Only on the last place players kind of. They need to pick it up there, and 5 deaths each for Irish, right?
Also, comparing statistics, Zero has supported a lot of damage with 7,350 damage to the team,
Yeah.
aiding Simp with a lot of his kills. That shows how the Bosco Tech has really worked on its teamwork, as Zero and Simp have been the most active members of the team for this early rounds.
Yeah, just really setting themselves up as key players in the round, establishing themselves as important players, and ones that kind of get targets on their backs by the Irish team in order to knock it out.
Absolutely. So we're kind of seeing a slower
Yeah,
pace.
these
than
last, what, three,
three
four
rounds, yes.
Yeah, the last 3 rounds have been pretty quiet. I think maybe Irish might need to be more tactical approach, but again, it's style of gameplay, knowledge of map, and obviously just teamwork overall that really affects how they approach their attacking. And I mean, we've seen Bosco are very aggressive attackers, so I mean that might take Irish by surprise when we
I've got your
swap too.
trail.
Yeah,
We will see.
we will see. So it looks to be that Irish now speaking is changing the pace, going more on the offensive. Smashat
beat.
takes a kill.
Not just stuck.
Simp is down.
The
30
plant is
seconds
going,
left.
and that's 2 back-to-back kills from
Spike planted.
Irish. 4v3, one of the first players.
Oh
Another
my
one,
God.
Arrow with the kill there. One in the corner.
Arrow could be
Stuck there by the
2v3 situation.
Buried.
2v2. I spoke too early.
Bosco evens up the odds here, and Spike is down. Bosco needs to remember that.
Yeah, that Spike is a great advantage, as even though all members can be killed, and only if they don't do it in the nick of time, the enemy team can still win by Spike.
Moving up there,
enemy
0 with the kill.
Last player
1v1.
standing.
Spike's just counting down.
Baiting the enemy
Sign up for this shit.
with the Spike diffuser, but can this give him the kill?
And there goes the Spike. Counting down, there's a kill. And it's too late. It's a little too long. Irish playing very good there, just baiting Bosco because he needs to remember that there's a guy there who can kill him.
Yeah.
So either sacrifice the Spike and he might die, or get the kill and try to get the Spike down right. It was and just very close there. So moving in here, and one of the first loss from Bosco in around 4 rounds. So
Yeah,
look
totally.
at this. Let's go over here. Trey's leading Irish with 7 kills, but look at those deaths on Irish side. Just 6, 5, 6, 6, 6, right? Just very lackluster from that side, right? So
Totally. Lemon now being one of the most active members of the team.
yeah, really pulling his weight here. He's in and subbing for Tristan, who's not here today. So Lemon pulling in.
Yeah, he's totally making himself present in the team. So it looks to be that Bosco Tech is taking a more calmer approach, as it looks to be that Irish is also picking up that offensive pace.
Yeah, pushing up A for one of the first times in this game. They've been heavily B side, and obviously they know B better. They understand B better. I think there's more ways to attack B. But going with a little A push here, and already 1 kill. Lemon had no chance there.
Yeah, totally.
And here comes Bosco coming in for backup. Let's see if maybe Irish can sneak in another kill here.
Oh!
Arrow with the kill. Another one for Arrow. Almost. Arrow really helping out the team. Got a double kill there. 3v2 for Bosco. Spike has been down, not planted yet.
1 enemy remaining.
A Simp with a kill there. Nice corner.
A
Way to read it.
3v1.
Spike has not been picked up, so Bosco can really just sit here and wait for something to happen, right?
Yeah, totally. That kind of sacrifice.
30 seconds left.
Sim kind of over attacks there, ends up losing that. 2v1 now. Bosco can still take this, and Zero's taking one side, and oh, just missed that shot by Mir.
Just nicked him. Yeah,
Just gave him a little haircut there.
yeah, totally.
And just missed it very close to getting that game round
10
in kill.
seconds left.
8 seconds on the clock.
I just think this might go to Bosco here.
Honestly,
Irish got to do something
They
here.
don't need to. Bosco Tech does not need to push.
At all. They can just wait. And looks like Bosco's going to take that win there with time just of the essence there. And that's the second round this game that the time has ran out for Irish. So that's very very key to Bosco's advantage. I mean, as a defense, you can just wait it out. And Irish is very more defensive attack, kind of just moving through the corners, checking everything, making sure nothing's left unturned. It's a very slow style,
Yes.
which can work, and it has worked for 2 of their rounds. But I mean,
How
when
long
you're-
would it work, actually?
yeah, see, so it just, they've lost already 5, maybe just need to change something up here.
Yeah. We'll see.
Looking reminiscent of round 1, and Irish is kind of covering middle here. Sam doing some fires into the dark there, no
Yeah.
avail.
But good pre-firing. So, looks to be that
Irish
Zero
is
is holding. Oh,
Nice.
first blood by Zero.
nice shot by Zero, very important there. That's the stage. And
Oh,
Another
double
one.
kill.
Zero just owning that sniper, checking on the corners. He missed that sniper shot last game, but now he's already got 2 kills with it.
Is he going for the triple, Jose?
Hopefully so. He knows he's got one there. And it's a 4v3 as Bosco is kind of split up in their forces here. There's around 2 middle, 1 at A and 1 at B, but they've clearly held their own. Just Zero just holding down that B zone with their sniper, and Irish is taking note of that, and it seems like they're going to rotate to A here.
Looks to be. So we'll see how it goes. Looks to be that.
Arrow's just going to hold this here.
30
and
seconds
he knows
left.
someone's there.
Oh, headshot!
remaining.
Oh.
Oh, very close. Arrow just sneaks a kill there. 3v1.
But a good sacrifice. They gave
Yeah.
Bosco an advantage.
Yeah, just with the little trade there, but even then, you could afford to die because you got 3 other teammates right behind your back,
Yeah.
right?
They also have the time advantage now.
Yeah, see, time's already ticking down again. Maybe Boston can get the kill before the time runs out.
10 seconds left.
Lemon just holding it.
Headshot! Nice!
Very good. Lemon send the stage there, and Lemon and Zero with both outstanding performances that round. Just Zero with that sniper, checking every corner, and looks like Irish are going to take note of this call, their first time out.
Wise maneuver by Irish.
Yeah, so very important. So, since we are at a little break here, Luis, what do you think of the match so far?
Good start by Bosco Tech. They're clearly dominating the match, but also good maneuvers by Irish, as their aggressive style has benefited them in some rounds.
Yeah.
But Bosco Tech quickly, let's just say, got used to that aggressive style. So we'll see how it goes, especially in the later rounds.
Yeah, Bosco Tech just really, they're splitting up their forces, and it's working for them. The only time it really showed their weaknesses was when they split them up in the first round, and Irish just pushed up middle and just picked them off one by one. Maybe if Irish can do that again and clone that again, then maybe they can steal some more rounds from Bosco. But like I said, Bosco's more of an attacking team, but really showing off their defensive side here today.
Looks like they actually practice their defensive side now.
Yeah, I mean, just practice, and of course they played already 2 other matches this week, and definitely took a note of that, right? So we're gonna go back to gameplay here, counting down into the 8th round here.
We'll see how the timeout benefits both teams.
Yeah, just time to reconfigure and figure out their strategy. Zero still running with the sniper,
which has been very efficient so far, being able to pull out a double kill last round.
Yeah, especially when you're by yourself holding holding that spot, just using that sniper, and the accuracy is very good from Zero here. Just because you can't afford to miss with the sniper, right? So obviously is very important. And looks like an unconventional A push here from Irish, and Zero's gonna hold this.
Holding down again, like.
Just gonna look away for 1 second.
But will that cost him?
Yes. I think they both know that.
One
of the players. They both know that they're there. Oh, takes a sniper kill before
their fears were confirmed.
Yeah, before the ultimate popped off, then just stole a sniper kill.
Attackers or using
Lemon holding it.
It looks to be that.
They're setting up
Irish
a little.
Is being pinned down, Hsel.
Yeah, they're setting up a little wall here at A. They've done this before. Ended up in almost round 1 from them, and they're gonna plant that spike using that wall and. Already one down. There's a little trade there from Arrow and Trey. Trey's been the dominant player for Irish today.
The spike drop. Will that give Irish an advantage?
Arrow. That 1 kill for Arrow there.
1 enemy remaining.
Oh, but with a kill, going out with a bang.
Yes, Arrow and Zero dominating the match. And they're going to pick up that spike.
Oh, was that important?
Okay, moving into the 9th round here. Bosco Tech just cruising along. They don't really need to change up anything, or honestly, they could just keep working. And once they switch rounds, though, then we'll really see how the Bosco's strong side, at least from what we saw in their past games, their attacking side.
Yeah, we haven't seen Irish's defensive side. We've seen more of their offensive play style, but are they actually a team that bases their play style on defense? That's what we'll get to see with the role switch between attack and defense for Bosco Tech.
Yeah. Zero and Arrow there, 24 kills altogether, just really owning the match and owning the round. And no one from even Irish has even double-digit kills yet.
Yeah.
So Arrow's down for Bosco, and Bosco's kind of holding that back spawn.
Spike is being dropped, is being planted.
Dark Knight's finding the spike here.
Oh,
down goes Zero. Unconventional death for Zero. They're very rare.
1 enemy remaining.
1 situation.
Last player standing.
1v1.
Down goes down. Simp might do a little ninja defuse here. I don't think they're gonna know.
Oh, he might get it.
Oh, he's gonna pop off here. Maybe sacrifice the kill. The nose there. On down goes Simp. Maybe could have got off the fuse there. Do you think he had a chance there to just?
Well, he actually did have a chance, but he positioned himself incorrectly, in my opinion. He was too exposed.
Yeah, I mean, very important there. You have that little crate there. Very good plant by Irish there. Just a little hidden corner there, and he was just anticipating an enemy to pop out, and he just over-anticipated. And if he stayed at that first defuse a little longer, it might have worked out for them.
Yeah, totally. That gave him that overconfidence. Basically cost him the round.
Yeah, but 13, 12 kills there. Bosco really owning that kill side there. Moving into
my camera is destroyed.
11th round.
We'll see how it plays out, Hsel.
A push there for Irish. They've been pretty consistent and pretty effective on A pushes, planting the spike almost every single time.
Careful.
Ever since that timeout, so.
Looks to be that they actually want to change the pace. Now that they actually are planning the spike, it changes the dynamic of Bosco Tech now being defensive instead of the defensive team.
Yeah.
Arrow
with a double kill, almost went for Trippy, but couldn't get it.
1 enemy remaining.
Still, Matcha with a double kill.
The matchup with a revive on Simp, so Simp's back in the game. That would help out Bosco a lot, and there it is. I mean, that A push for Irish has been working pretty well for them, but
Last round
Bosco
before
Tech's
the
been
switch.
meeting that push and just punishing them for it, right?
Yeah, totally. It looks to be that Irish's new tactics are
I
working
should play
against
some
them.
Astro
As
Stars in
even
this
though the
reality.
spike is crucial and it does change the pace, it is still a very risky maneuver, and it's always a very, very double-edged sword. Excuse me, as it can not always benefit the team and maybe always cost them the rounds. As it has been the case in these 2 rounds.
Time to
Yeah.
hunt.
Off again, Irish
Scout destroyed.
holding their positioning there. 4 of them going forward towards A. The thing with A, there's 2 sides you can go on, right? So it's very good for flanking and very good for maneuvering, but I think Irish just needs to maybe split up their forces a little better here. I know there's some things that block them when they're pushing up, and Bosco Tech's been taking note of that. But the bulk of their forces moving in on one side is definitely helps Bosco identify where most of their forces are, right?
Yeah, totally.
Went down to 1 minute here. Bosco Tech leading 8-3 in a very somewhat quiet match, quiet round in relation to the last round.
Yeah, totally. It looks
Been-
like that Irish is now taking a more calmer approach.
Yeah, in relevance to their last rounds. I mean, they're definitely trying everything in the book right now.
Yeah.
As Lemon's holding it, good kill by Lemon hiding the corner, just trades off there.
Or being
Same for the kill.
situation.
Now they know where they are now.
Spike
West.
is being planted.
Spike planted.
3v3 even up for Bosco and Irish.
Would the spike be a beneficial factor for Irish?
Trey's their best player for Irish today, and he goes down to Arrow.
2v3 situation. Will Bosco Tech be able to pull off the win?
One
There he is right there, just waits to the last
Oh my
second.
god, that was a quick, but that was a
very-
quick exchange.
And looks like they're gonna try to get a defuse here. 2v1, I don't think. And just Arrow.
Oh, Zero. Oh my god, this is based. Oh yeah.
Zero was running it with the operator there.
Yeah.
And Bosco Tech steals another round from Irish.
Switching
And
sides.
very great. And looks like we're gonna have the round switch is active. So now Bosco's on the attacking end. Very exciting, right? See Bosco's full strength and full power, right? And see how Irish does on defense.
Another timeout.
For Irish here today, maybe want to rethink their defensive strategy and figure it out, right? So far, what do you think of Bosco? What do you think Bosco's plan should be now that since they switch sides?
Well, honestly, I believe Bosco Tech has been playing perfectly for the defense area, but what they should do for offense is kind of utilize this spike, but not in the way that Irish has been using it. Instead of going to rush it, I believe that what they could do is try to pick off the team, and while they're doing that, they can plant this spike as a benefiting factor or a backup in case the team is eliminated.
Yeah, Ultimate's obviously definitely can really push the round on one side or another when used correctly, right? Irish use some of their ultimates when pushing A especially, but Bosco Tech able to take advantage of that and make note of that and change their strategy and end up winning rounds, even though Irish has the advantage there. So
Yeah, totally.
timeouts ending here, starting off with a fresh round here. 9-3, Bosco with a very comfortable lead here.
Yeah, totally. They can play a lot more comfortably. They can be a little more risky, but they cannot be overconfident.
Yes.
This is something that the Bosco
Here.
team tends to be, or a common case with the team.
They get early leads and then it kind of slips away there, right? So they got to be very they can be comfortable, but they also got to be smart
Aware.
with it.
Yeah,
smart
aware.
with it. So in 13th round here, Bosco Tech gonna do already starting off with a harsh push here. Every one of Bosco's teams gonna do a hard B push there, and Irish nowhere to be seen. No one's covering B, and Bosco's just gonna quickly plant the spike immediately within the first minute of the match. Spike's been down as no kills yet for either team.
Here.
And the Bosco's just gonna sit at B here. That's all they really need to do. They could just sit at B and wait for something or someone to poke their head out to get a kill. Speaking of poking their head out, Zero goes down. Just missed the shot there. Arrow down again.
Player
Trey with a
standing.
triple kill already. And there's 1v4 left. I don't think it's going to look good. They might get the defuse off before they even get the kill. And Matcha's going to hold that. Trey, no good. Trey's going to defuse. Might get the defuse here. They might steal the defuse. Oh, quick kill.
Clutch.
What a clutch by. Wow, that's amazing.
I
What a-
cannot believe what just happened.
Macho with a great clutch there, knows exactly that he's defusing the spike, knows where he is, and gets a quick headshot right before the spike blows up. Absolute spectacular play there from Matcha.
Incredible, as you mentioned, Jose. What an incredible play by Matcha. That was an incredible clutch as he anticipated the enemy's maneuvers while defusing. It was all a perfect scenario. But will Bosco Tech keep that, let's just say, quality of plays for the next few rounds?
Yeah, it looked like all hope was lost there, but then Matcha says, no, I'm not finished yet, and just gets that quick kill. I know he did a lot of these plays in the LAN tournament, and they called a Matcha moment. That definitely was one of his moments there.
Yeah, totally.
Down to the first minute, Bosco hard push at B again. They're going to do the same thing as they
Matcha
did
is
last time.
planning.
Zero's going to take a kill. Simp holding that wall. Know that there's at least one enemy there from Irish. Nice little
Good
headshot there.
check.
Little burst there.
Oh, kind of nicked him. Let him a little.
But Sim's also a little low, and there he goes. Takes a kill with him, but
2v3.
spoke too soon.
2 again. Spoke too soon. 2v2.
One
Arrow.
enemy remaining.
Matcha with another
2v1.
kill on a roll here. They just gotta hold this here. And Matcha double kill that round. Matcha just owning it within the first 2 rounds of their attacking phase. And Matcha's just in a groove right now.
Bosco Tech is now playing with the best side they know.
Attack.
The attack. Yeah, totally. They're basically got home right now.
Yeah, they're in their groove. They know exactly what to do. 11-3, and they're just breezing through right now against Irish.
A heavenly gift also has this great of a gap between both scores, as they can actually play a lot riskier. And it has turned out perfectly for the last few rounds.
Yeah, Irish. I mean, at the bottom of their scoreboard there, they don't even have. The whole team together didn't even have more than 5 kills.
Yeah.
So that definitely shows. See, look at Dark Knight and Burke have 4 and 3 kills. So definitely a sign of resemblance. Nice kill by Simp there. From behind.
Getting flanked.
Oh, almost there. Simp almost got a kill there. 2v2 just immediately already. And
Need that
Bosco's
back. Concealment.
gonna do a little split maneuver here as they found their forced to split. Arrow in the corner. Sees one there.
Oh no! But gets the headshot.
Yeah, sprays the shots there. As you can see from the signs on the wall, he missed all of his shots. And
Oh, he redeemed himself.
He's like, yeah. He's like, actually, I gotta move. I
gotta start playing now.
Yeah. He's like, I gotta zoom in here. And Spike's gonna get planning down at B for the first time for Bosco today. Planning at B. 2v1 here.
Bosco with the advantage with having the spike planted and also in a 2v1 situation. Will this be a W for Bosco Tech?
As you can see, Irish is the only Irish player is very reluctant in moving in. He knows there's at least 2 players and he doesn't know where. So
yeah, totally.
definitely gotta be cautious. But with the spike counting down, there's that time constraint on your back, right?
Yeah.
And this timer gets a little quicker here.
Right there.
We'll see how it goes, Jose.
Maybe you can sneak a kill here. If they sneak a kill, get a little more points. And there it goes. Arrow with the kill. And Bosco Tech 12-3. Moving into the match point for Bosco Tech. So,
Could this be the win that gets them in?
yes. Bosco Tech just grooving through the match. Been playing very well in their own groove, just doing very.
Yeah, they're doing.
I mean, what more can I
incredible.
say? Yeah, what more can I say?
They're doing incredible. It doesn't need to be said or how about the loss of words, guys? It's just how good they're playing right now.
I mean, in comparison to seeing them play Wednesday, I was commentating, me and Louis was commentating them on Wednesday, and then on Monday we heard they lost. This is such an upgrade for them on a different map, and they're definitely at home here.
Yeah, totally.
Going with a very aggressive B push, putting the ultimate there as a wall, very smart. Something that Irish was doing a lot. They were putting down a wall there just to protect them with the A plant. Down goes Zero. Matcha holding that wall there.
Spike has been planted.
Spike down. This might be the final spike for the game for Bosco if they can steal away this win. It's a 4v5 here, but Bosco has shown even when down player count, they can still deal out the win here.
Evenly matched by both teams as one has the spike advantage. Oh,
Down goes Simp. 3v5 there. They still got to defuse the spike. Speaking of defusing, Trey might get a defuse there.
Bosco Tech only needs to hold down Irish for a little more time, and they can get the win for the round.
3v2 there. Matcha holding that corner with
Burke
Lemon.
defusing. Will Burke defuse?
In time, they sees him.
Burke defuse!
Oh! Counting down to the last second. Bosco Tech takes the win. Couple missed shots there got me a little scared.
Yeah, totally.
But one actually lands on his head, and Bosco Tech 13-3 final score. And
what an incredible performance. Bosco Tech gets the win literally at the last possible millisecond. What an incredible play.
If you look at the scoreboard here, Trey has the most amount of kills, really carrying the team on his back. But even though Trey has the most amount of kills, look at the rest of his team. Don't even have double digits yet.
Totally.
That's pretty bad.
Yeah, compared to Bosco Tech's more evenly matched scores, especially with the good Arrow with 22 kills.
Yeah. I mean, they almost all of them have double-digit kills. Lemon has 9, but he definitely pulled his weight there. He also has 2 assists and 1 first blood. And talk about first bloods here. Simp with 4 first bloods, really setting the match for Bosco. And the standout players from this game were obviously Arrow, Simp, and Matcha. There, Matcha with the late round, down by 3, ends up killing the diffuser. Ends up winning the match. That was probably the dagger there for Bosco. If there was a dagger, it was right there when Matcha clutched up and wins the match, right?
Also, we cannot forget about Lemon. Lemon did an incredible job subbing for Tristan.
Yeah.
He played, he aborted, he did everything to get Bosco Tech the W. We can also not forget about Matcha with that 3 plants, which help out the team perfectly as the spike gives you a great advantage, especially when you want the defensive team to move and stop actually camping.
Yeah. When we're talking about how Irish, the 4 of their teammates don't even have double-digit kills, well, their deaths definitely speak for themselves there. So definitely, all of them have double-digit deaths, definitely showing how Bosco Tech was able to get a bunch of kills. And we were saying earlier how Bosco Tech was not very good on their defense considering their last matches. They proved us wrong today, and I'm very happy that they proved us wrong. Definitely holding their own on defense and on offense. Just a cakewalk for them today.
Yeah. So folks, we will be right back with our post-game interview with Ryan the Arrow Tanada.
Ryan Arrow Tanada. Welcome back, and we're here with our interview with one of Bosco Tech's own Vlorant players, Ryan Arrow Tanada. Nice to meet you, Ryan.
Nice to meet you.
Man, how's it going, man? How you feeling after that win?
It feels well deserved after our 2 first losses of the season. I feel like it was definitely gonna come eventually, and yeah, we just feel great together as a team now.
Yeah, the teamwork there definitely showed today. You had quite a slow start at the start of the match, a couple kills here and there, but you definitely turned up in the middle of the match. What happened there? How'd you feel? Like, what was the turning point there for you?
I feel like the turning point. I mean, they only got 3 rounds on us in the first half, and I just feel like individually we were just individually better. I don't think this was a big challenge for us as a team, and we were still definitely making some mistakes, but yeah.
Yeah, definitely good to have a win there. Of course, we had Tristan was not here to be playing with you guys today, but you had Lemon instead. How was the Lemon's play today? How'd you feel about him, interacting with him today?
I mean, Vanello is one of our newer teammates, and I definitely feel that he has potential, and how he played today was definitely, his rank is not what his skill level should be, is definitely what I feel.
That's great. That first win under your guys' belt today, that's very good. I mean, you guys are steamrolling the competition there. And just talking about that team chemistry and together, how are your teammates feeling, man? How are you guys feeling together as a whole, man? Just
Unfortunately, Tristan couldn't be here. He's having a little vacation in Hawaii, but I mean, the team is still great. We were coaching Manelo in the first hour and a half before the game, and yeah, I think he picked up a lot.
That's great to hear. So, thank you for having an interview. Thank you for coming by, and great match, great win there. So, we thank you to everyone who turned in today. Glad for Valorant and Boston Tech Esports to get their first season win under the belt, and we will be back on Monday with Valorant Qualifier Game 4. Have a good weekend.